Hey everybody, I hope you guys are having an awesome summer so far. If you are following along with our reading plan that we're doing this summer, this past week we read Matthew 8 through 15, and so I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of the things that stuck out to me from this week. So first is from Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30, and this is where Jesus is saying, "Come to me and I will give you rest." And I want to preface this with the fact that last week I was at a retreat where we specifically talked about rest, and that's what the theme was. And so it was really cool to me that this passage so perfectly lined up with what I was thinking about and doing and learning about last week. So naturally, that really stuck out to me. But the phrases in particular that really caught my attention were where Jesus says, "Come to me," and then when he says, "I will give you rest." And when I read this, I actually pictured Jesus standing in front of me saying, "Jessica, come to me and I will give you rest." And actually share what's going on in your heart and your mind and let go of all of that, and I will provide you with rest. And so I started thinking about the things that I do to get rest, and that's usually nothing, like sitting on the couch watching Netflix or YouTube videos or whatever, pretty much doing nothing. And I thought about whether that actually gives me rest. Sometimes it's nice to just do nothing, and that's good for a little while, but a lot of the time, that's not actually super helpful because I am just blocking out everything else and not anything that's stressing me out or overwhelming me, the things that I need to talk to Jesus about, I'm just not thinking about them, and that's not helpful. So I thought about what I could do instead to actually find rest and feel rested instead of just sitting and doing nothing, because a lot of the time that just makes me more anxious. And this is something that we talked about at the retreat too, is that we each have hobbies and things that we love to do, basically gifts, not necessarily talents, but if you think about it this way, things that God has given us that we enjoy, that are basically gifts for us to just enjoy. And I thought about my hobbies and stuff, things that I love to do, and some of those things are running without goals. If I have goals in running, then that becomes work, but just running to run to clear my mind or whatever, and painting and reading. And I thought about the fact if I approach these things that I like to do in a way that would be an act of worship to God, then that that helps me to feel very rested. And so I guess I just wanted to encourage you guys to think about what that could be for you, and the things that you love to do, the things that God has gifted you with as things to just be rested. And especially since it's summer and most of us generally have a lot more time in the summer, I wanted to encourage you to be intentional with it. And yes, of course, do things like read your Bible and pray to get rest, but think about these other things that you can do to worship God and talk with Him and work through, actually come to Him with the things that you need rest from. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing is from Matthew chapter 9, verse 38. And it says, "Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." And when I read that, I felt it was just being shouted at me, this is so important, you need to do this. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the prayer spreadsheet thing that we're doing this summer, in the fact that we can be praying for each other, and especially for the freshmen, well, really any age students, but for God to be raising up workers to be sent out into the harvest field. And I thought about, I totally had this moment of wow, that would be really cool. If we all were praying for that, just think about all of the crazy, awesome things that God could do if we all are praying for Him to raise up workers on Trine's campus this next year. So those are the thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching our videos each week, and we will see you next week. Bye!